Yo, what's up, hustlers? It is Greg Santos, and if this is your first time joining here on this channel, I help young entrepreneurs smash their goals and connect with winners so they can live life on their own terms. So let's talk about connecting with mentors. What do mentors look for when it comes to having someone under their wings, someone that they want to help along their journey? A big limiting belief I see a lot of young entrepreneurs have is they don't believe that that they can give value to these really successful people. They don't believe that these really successful people who seemingly have the world at their hands would want to connect with them. And there's a few characteristics that they look for, subconsciously or unconsciously, that makes them more attracted to you and makes them want to invest into your journey. So what exactly is that? Let me tell you a story, okay? Now, I remember a couple years ago, I was working in sales, right? And I was not the best salesperson. I was, matter of fact, very insecure, very shy, and I just happened to get lucky to land a sales job. And here I am on the phone, telemarketing, calling up real estate agents, attempting to sell them digital marketing on Facebook. And I had a mentor who also helped me out, my sales manager. But here is the kicker, right? This man was a millionaire in the 90s. This man was very well connected, and he worked for Tony Robbins at one point of his life. Now, it's a whole crazy story that he's gone through in terms of the business. He launched the very first online casino, and there was like some crazy stuff happened. One of his business partners had offshore accounts, and he didn't know about, and because he was associated with him, like he lost everything and he had to rebuild. So really crazy story. But I remember I wanted to learn from this man. I wanted to pick his brain and be under his wing. And one thing that was important, one reason why he came to like me is because I was self-sufficient. What do I mean by that? Is I went to him with questions, but I came with him with questions from stuff that I had learned about. Like, hey, I'm trying this thing out, I'm going through the training, I'm working and I'm reading books and I'm applying it, but this is where I'm getting stuck. Like I keep coming to friction on this. It's not like I was going on theory, but the theory says I should do this. It was like, no, experience, like I learned this, I tried it, this is where I'm getting stuck, please give me guidance. There is a sense of proactiveness behind that, because the truth is very successful people, they're successful because they took action, right? And the reality is that most people don't take action. A lot of people sit, watch YouTube videos. I need to watch another YouTube video. I gotta listen to another podcast. I gotta go to another event. I gotta read another book. That sounds like you. I've been there myself, where I thought I needed more and more education. The thing is, that can be used as a way to procrastinate, to keep you from taking action. And the vast majority of people think that more information is gonna be the cure when it's really not. You know enough already. Just take action with what's in your head and trust that things are gonna work out. Now, when someone sees someone that takes action, they're like, oh my God, what a breath of fresh air. That person is just like me. And the truth is, people like people that are like them, right? Tony Robbins says this. Tony Robbins also says that people like people who are like how they want to be like. Does that make sense? So if this person who is just a hustler and has accomplished really amazing things in their life, which, oftentimes like mentors are, right? They are where they're at for a reason. If they see that in you, they feel like they see a part of them in you and think, I remember when I was younger and I was hustling and I was getting after and I was taking action. And someone who is self-sufficient, someone who takes action and figures out a way, they're resourceful, they turn to Google and ask questions and do the research and they do their best to figure it out. And it's when, they get stuck by some roadblocks through action, that's when the mentor is very happy to step in and lead you along the way. So what's the wrong way to go about this? There's definitely a wrong way to go about this. Here's the wrong way. A couple months ago, I was on a webinar, and somebody on the webinar asked a question like, hey, what are your dates for your online event or your event, something like that, physical event? And the stupidest question ever. Why is that stupid? Because you're one Google search away from knowing that answer. You're here on this webinar and you ask a question that you can easily find the answer to, right? There's another example, this very famous comedian, he's talking about on his podcast, like people say, hey man, when are you coming to San Diego or Barstow? And he's like, look it up on my website. I put that on there, just look. You have to ask me that question? So dumb. So make sure you're asking intelligent questions that are like, make sure you, first of all, do your Googling first, take some action, and you often realize that you'll figure it out along the way. And sometimes you need that extra push, that extra guidance. And then when you can phrase a question that shows that, number one, you understand that they're very busy, you understand that they have a lot going on, and you frame a message in a way to where it's like, hey, I know you're busy. I have tried X, Y, and Z, and I can't seem to figure it out. Can you please send me into the right direction? Boom. Easy, right? And now these people say, oh, wow, they've tried this. Okay, I can see where they're messing up. Here, really quick. And they acknowledge that I'm really busy, okay? So mentors are so powerful because if you don't have any kind of mentor, like people who have mentors are gonna pass you up. That's just the reality. So it's in your best interest if you are attempting to grow a business, find someone who has a business that you want to have, like similar, the structure and how they do things, and model it, and model that person, follow that person, listen to their content, listen to their podcasts, subscribe to their email list, all those different things. And oftentimes you'll find out more answers through their free stuff, so you don't have to go and ask them that. And then once you have the higher quality problem, you can say, hey, I've been following you for X amount of time. I've been doing this, and I've only gotten this far. I need a little bit of help. Can you send me in the right direction? Oh my God, will they be happy to help you out. So if you got some value from this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I help young entrepreneurs smash their goals, connect with winners so you can live the life that you want and live life on your own terms. So hit that subscribe button and I'll talk to you soon.